Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido a multilinguals.com. I am very happy to welcome you to the last unit of the A2 level. If you have come so far to this level, it's because you have studied a lot. I'm sure it has not been easy, but you persevered and now you get the results. You are about to finish this level and get ready to start the new one. So what are we going to learn in this last unit of the A2 level? We're going to speak about Perífrasis Verbales.
Verbal periphrases in Spanish.
What is that? The name sounds a little bit weird. You're going to learn some structures that can be confusing for foreigners, but a part of it is very easy because you have already been using them. So basically, a perífrasis verbal is a structure that combines two or more verbs to express an action. The first verb is conjugated, and the second one can either go in the infinitive, in the gerund, or in the participle. This construction helps us express better our ideas in Spanish. So let's analyze the three types that we have. Let's start by the first one, which is the períphrasis with the infinitive. What is the use of the first perífrasis verbal? We use this one to speak about the future, to express our future actions or our future needs. So for example, I can say, voy a estudiar, I'm going to study. Tengo que trabajar, I have to work, or I need to work. But obviously this is referring to the future. And I can also say, hay que dormir. We need to sleep, or one needs to sleep. Obviously also referring to the future. Now the second type is the perífrasis with the gerund. We use these períphrasis to express ongoing actions or continuity. For example, estoy estudiando, I'm studying. Sigo trabajando, I keep on working, I'm still working. Llevo estudiando 2 horas. This could mean I've been studying for 2 hours. So as you see here, especially in the last one, these perífrasis verbales can sometimes take the place of a tense that we may use to do the exact translation word by word to the English tense that we're using. Sometimes natives choose not to do so, but rather use perífrasis verbales. The third type is perífrasis with the participle. We use these ones to refer to results or states. For example, tengo hecho el ejercicio. I have completed the exercise. We will see why it sounds different to what it means in English. Another one, llevo escritas 3 páginas. It could mean I have written 3 pages, but we express it in a different tense. How do we use these situations in real life? Let's imagine everyday situations. For example, at the restaurant, I can say, voy a pedir una hamburguesa. I can also use a different perífrasis and say, estoy esperando mi comida. When you are at work, you can say, tengo que entregar el informe. You can also say, sigo trabajando en el mismo proyecto. So, as we're going to see more in depth, even though we may have tenses that express exactly what the tense in English does, sometimes we will use a perífrasis verbal. Why? Because it is like the seasoning to Spanish. It makes our language richer and more expressive. So remember the structure. We're going to use an auxiliary verb that will be conjugated. Then we will use the main verb either in infinitive or the gerund or the participle. These perífrasis help us express time, obligation, and development of actions.